Our next story is about luxury coming of age in India. Headlines across the board make one thing clear: upward mobility. That is the trend. Be it in fashion, housing, or automobiles, Indians are on the hunt for the finer things in life, and they aren't afraid to flaunt them. Let's take housing, for example. What qualities do you look for in an apartment complex? Good plumbing? Proximity to the grocery store or the metro? For some, the priorities are slightly different. They want an apartment complex with a heated pool and spas, even concierge services. And the eagerness to own luxury homes in India is more than you may believe. In fact, the market is seeing a fresh boom after years. What are these luxury homes we're talking about? In property development language, they are spacey, high-price apartments. They come with deluxe add-ons. Apart from the ones we already mentioned, they can include facilities like multi-level parking and large green open spaces with landscape gardens, even amphitheaters and sky deck lobbies. Indian builders are now offering $3 million apartments. Some are offering $20 million homes. Instead of people vetting the houses, builders are vetting their clients. They're showing apartments to a select few by invitation. $1 billion residential projects are sold out in 72 hours in India. People are queuing up at home booking centers. Others are willing to pay extremely high prices for homes in areas where other properties go at a much lower price. There's a mad rush. And if this is not proof of a revival in luxury housing, we have some numbers. A record 65,700 luxury units were sold in 2022. And this is 3 times the previous year. Cities like Mumbai, New Delhi and Hyderabad led the sales, and luxury home sales accounted for 17% of all housing launches last year, which was a 5-year high. But houses are not the only luxury goods that are selling like hotcakes. Mercedes sold a record number of high-end cars in India last year. 2 months into 2023, Lamborghini cars are already sold out in India, and Audi expects record luxury car sales too. India has toppled France to become the largest Scotch whisky market in the world. Last year, 53% of ultra-wealthy individuals splurged on luxury handbags in India. This is up from 9% in 2020. New India is living the bling life, mostly thanks to its 8 lakh millionaires. And their number could increase to 1.4 million by 2026. Compare this with the data from 2021 and you'll see the growth, a 77% growth. The third highest growth after Malaysia and China. India is the third highest after Malaysia and China, and ahead of Asian countries and regions like Japan, Hong Kong and Thailand, among others. India is rising, and so are the incomes of its citizens. There's also a growing number of upstarts or the newly rich, and they're looking for a lifestyle upgrade. This especially after the pandemic, which kept them confined indoors and also dampened sentiment with an economic slowdown. Now, the luxury market is not just selling houses, shoes, bags and liquor. It's creating its own society of the most influential. It is selling an aspirational lifestyle. But for some, aspiration is all there will ever be. The gold rush of luxury belongs to the upper crust of India, the richest 1%. They own over 40% of India's total wealth. The world is their oyster, while most Indians cannot afford one. The irony is that the country's poor and middle class are taxed more than the rich. Approximately 64% of the total GST, goods and services tax, 64%, came from the bottom 50% of the population of India. Only 4% of GST came from the top 10% population. So while India is crawling with millionaires, 1.4 billion people have a per capita income of $2,300. And for the 5-year high luxury housing sales we saw last year, the sale of affordable homes has halved.